Hello, everybody. This is the relationship theory, and I have a show to bring to you. If any of you know Teal Swan, she talks a lot about relationships, and specifically in this video, I'm going to mention parts work because this is a word that you will hear her use very often, and as a point of reunifying certain things. And I just needed to come on today. I wanted to come on today and depict what Teal Swan herself means by parts work. Okay, here's the image. All right, for everyone who watches her content, this is what she means by parts work, okay? What she means by parts work is that every person has a perspective. Okay, when they're looking at something, whichever direction you think you're looking in life, right? Just imagine that there's an arrow drawn out. So when it comes to parts work, from your position, you're going to be seeing one thing, right? You're gonna notice that a certain topic, a certain idea is gonna make you feel a way, and you're gonna have a perspective about it. And then you're going to also realize that brings you another perspective on it. Okay? So from here, this depiction right here is an automatic vision of what we think we're dealing with. The duality of options, right? And usually it's plain, right? So what it actually is, whenever you take things personal, there you go. Whenever you're taking things personal and you're seeing these two perspectives, the thing that's actually going on is that even though you're taking personal the division that you're experiencing with the perspective, the only reason why you're taking things personal is because there's this dividing line that shines directly through your perspective at all times. And you don't know it. You don't know it, even though in the only video you'll ever need on Electromagnesis, I say that all emotions play a part. Even taking things personal plays a part, guys. Even taking things personal plays a part. You don't take things personal so that you ignore it because you are valid in feeling that way. The only reason you're valid in feeling that way is so that you identify within yourself why you feel that way. Remember, I say Electromagnesis allows you to feel the tension that you feel to bring closer to home the idea about yourself and the desires that you have. That's why you only feel that way, okay? So before you know that the tension is there, before you notice any of that, you have this perspective, and it's looking at these dualities and experiences, and you're feeling very personal about your experience because you think you're looking at it this way, but what's actually happening is you have this dividing line across your consciousness and your experience that's always doing this to you. You are always looking top down at the entire experience divided by your one true perspective. Do you see that? You think you're taking things personal, but really the only thing being taken personal is the contrast between an element at the head and the contrast at which you believe things can be worked out and developed and worked upon, when meanwhile the entire experience is actually all of this. This is where you actually are. You know how they describe the thing about the observer? Well, this is what it is. You think you're here as the body, when the only reason why you recognize yourself as the body is because of how personally you take things, when the entire experience around you is what you're actually reacting to. This is where Electromagnesis gets its power, because every time you realize what all this is here, this energy gets added to what you thought was your perspective. because the energy around this entire field is actually connected to another field somewhere else that looks exactly like this, but they're connected by an energy, and that energy is you. That's what you use to acquire your desires. And that's what Teal Swan is always talking about by parts work, when you want to integrate something and an experience and an emotion and a feeling within yourself.